Hi, my name's Jen Petrie, and today, outside the square, we're going to be talking about how do we give away our power. And it's something that's been a topic of conversation I've been having quite a lot lately. And it comes from the space, I guess, of when we talk about everything is energy, then there's a power to what's there. And what are we doing, and how do we give away our power? Plays quite a big part in terms of what we can do and how we can make a difference in what we are doing and creating in our lives. So there's a few different ways that we give away our power. The first is that we agree to do it. And there's a good and there's a maybe not good and bad isn't the right thing, but there's a positive and negative side to that. Because if we agree to give away our power, that can seem like oh, hang on a minute, should I be doing that? But there's actually a chaos and order about that, right? If we didn't give away the power that someone else would control the road rules, right, it would be a little bit crazy in terms of what's going on there. But by the same token, I think we've probably all been in situations where we agree to do those, and there'll be certain times where we think, hang on a minute, this isn't right. And it may be a situation that comes to mind is, say, you were having a baby or something, right? And we just got to get to the hospital, right? So you're racing through and you're being responsible, but you're also ignoring some of the road rules because you've taken back some of the power there. So there's a bit of a balance there in terms of, okay, how much do we give away and how much do we keep, right? If you think about kids at school, if the kids didn't give the power and the respect to the teacher, the whole thing would just be complete mayhem, right? Imagine trying to control a room of children who are like, no, I'm the boss, no, I'm the boss. Nothing would ever get done, right? So it's very important to realize that this is a dance that we do in terms of what's happening, right? So the next thing is there's a willingness, right? We willingly give away our power, right? And as I've just said, sometimes that's a positive thing and sometimes it's not. But when we willingly give away our power, sometimes that's for the best, like the road rules or being in a school situation with kids. And sometimes we're giving it away to an authority that maybe doesn't feel right. Okay. And when we give that power away, we're giving it away from ourselves. And I'm willing to bet that every single one of you have walked into a room and either been like, oh my gosh, something amazing just happened in here, or oh my gosh, what just happened? And you can feel it in your gut, right? It's the same thing with the willingness of giving away your power. So what am I talking about? Things like, if you say you went to the doctor and the doctor says, okay, this is your diagnosis, right? They've looked at the conditions and the what is, and that's okay, that's what is. If the doctor then says to you, oh, you've got 2 months or 6 months to live, if you take that on as truth, that's what will happen, right? That's how long you'll live. But when you take back your power and you're like, you know what, I don't know about that. Yes, I accept what you've told me, but I believe there's another way, or I believe there's something else, or no, I don't believe that. You are holding your power, right? Yes, you might need to go and seek out different answers to what they've suggested. Yes, there may be another way, but I guarantee you, when you trust your gut and your power, not just with your health, but with everything, your life starts to magically create and happen and flow in a really great way. Okay. I know that I was told about 15 years ago that I had things with my stomach that were going on there was nothing they could do, right? The gastroenterologist said, there's nothing you could do. That's just the way that you'll have to be for the rest of your life. And there was something in me that was like, I just don't believe it. I just cannot accept. I had no idea what the answers were. I had no idea where to go or what to do, but there was something in me that just said, this isn't right. There's got to be another way. And as soon as I surrendered to that and was like, no, there's got to be another way. There will be another way. And then what came to me, the opportunities, I guess, or the people who turned up, were things that I probably wouldn't have accepted a couple of years earlier, because I would have thought, no, these guys have got the power, right? I'd given the power to the gastroenterologist. Like, they know everything. They're the one who knows. They know what they've been taught. They know from their experience. They may have a broader experience, right? But they also don't have all the answers. You only need one person that's done one thing differently, right? You look at someone like Einstein, right? How many people and how many times did he have to create the light bulb and it didn't work? And people are like, it doesn't work, right? he only had to do it once for it to work, and he was the expert, but he trusted himself. And that's what happened, right? If he listened to everybody else, we wouldn't have the lights on that we're using, right? It wouldn't be happening. So there's an authority, and we give the authority the power. Okay. And we do that in so many different ways. Okay. You might do it with coaches that you've got. I'm not saying don't listen to them. Again, they have experience, but if something inside of you is like, you know what, I think there's something else, listen to that, because that is your core, your soul trying to tell you this is what's best for you. I'm very intentional with my clients when we go through and we talk about things and we work through things. Yes, there may be certain topics or certain themes that we work through, but I can tell you what I tell them and what I give them and what they take away is completely different. There's no cookie cutter, because we're not cookie cutters, right? We're each very different and very individual people. So how else do we give away our power? We have judgments and opinions. Okay. We have them, we project them onto other people. Oh, that person's not good. That's not bad. And we project them onto ourselves. Oh, those of us in business, oh, I won't post that on social media. What will people think? You can't please all the people all the time. So stop trying to do it. Stop it. Okay. It's not going to work. We do it in terms of as a society, right? We have the power over the animals. We have the power over the environment. It's ours. It's ours. It's ours. But do you know what? At the end of the day, and we've seen this particularly in Australia quite a lot in the last couple of years, at the end of the day, you know who has the power? Not us, right? Mother Nature, she has the power. She's like, no, if this is what I want to happen, if I want the floods, if I want the fire, this is what's going to happen. Here's the thing. While she can do that and overrun because we're getting out of control, we actually have the power over her when we can sit and center ourselves and go within, because energetically we can sway that. And that's why you have Aboriginal tribes and things like that do rain dances, because the intention and the energy of that. And I know some of you are going, oh, that's way too woo. That's cool. That's cool. Just consider like, what if it was true? What if that was true? What kind of power would that have if you took that on, right? If you took on, okay, I'll take this power that I can create what I want. I don't have to keep giving it away. I don't have to keep people pleasing for what I'm doing, right? How many times do we, oh yes, I'll do this because I have to. And yes, right, if you have responsibilities with children or other people, yes, there are certain responsibilities, but everything doesn't have to be, I'll drop everything and run. Right? When you drop everything and run, you're giving them the power. Okay. It's a bit of why with clients, and when you have shop assistants dealing with clients, if there's a fine line between like, oh, we'll make the customer right, and oh, hang on a minute, we're not going to give into this because they're taking us for a ride and it's not going to work. So we really give away our power when we fail to accept what is, because we can stand in our power and be like, I'm in my power and I'm going to choose. I'm going to choose to help this person, but I'm not going to people please and just do everything. Okay. We can choose. I'm going to choose to obey by the road rules. But do you know what? Please don't just go and disobey the road rules because I said so. That's not what I'm saying. But be mindful of like, if I'm in a certain situation, if someone's dying and I need to get to the hospital, you're going to treat that differently. You're going to be like, okay, I can respect this so that this works, but I'm going to take back my power. Who do I listen to? Who have I listened to in the past with my conditioning? Where can I take back my power? Do I have to take on everything that's being projected at me from the outside world, from society, from the TV, from the news? Or can I be like, I have the power? What if I listened to myself? Right? So we give away our power in a number of different ways. Some of them are intentional. Some of them are completely unintentional, and we haven't even thought about them. And noticing is the first thing, okay? That's the first way that we change this. So I'm going to wrap this up today on how do we give away our power. And I'm going to do another couple of videos and talk about why we give away our power, what it costs us, and how to reclaim it. So I hope this has been helpful. If it has, please let me know what you've got from it. I would love to hear this. And otherwise, my name's Jen Petrie. This has been How Do We Give Away Our Power? And I look forward to speak to you soon. Bye for now.